meeting is being recorded.
Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Noah Adamcvzyk of Bloomfield Hills Boys Basketball. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Pretty good night last night. You accomplished something that not a lot of people accomplish in high school basketball. You have 1,000 points in your career playing varsity basketball. When you started, did you ever think that you could get to 1,000?
I mean, it was a goal of mine I've had that I set when I was a freshman. Then when the COVID year came, we played less games, kind of fell off because we didn't play as many, so the points weren't stacking up. But I had a big junior year, so the goal was back, and then I knew I could do it after my junior year ended.
Yeah. So what was it? When did you last find out? When did you find out that you got it?
At halftime, so I was 42 points away yesterday.
Okay.
And at halftime, I had 27, and I didn't know what I had. I wasn't really thinking about it because I knew in one game I could do it, but I don't want to think about it and then start shooting bad shots that I wouldn't take to get it. So I didn't think about it, just played, and I had 27 and a half. And when I walked out, all my friends that were at the game told me, because they were counting, that I was at 15 more. So in the second half, I just went for 15 and got it.
Nice. And correct me if I'm wrong, or I'll have to ask Coach this one. How many times has that happened before that someone's scored 1,000?
At Bloomfield Hills, I don't think too many. I think the last couple people to do it were Yante Maton.
Yeah.
And Armand Cartwright. Those are probably the last two I know.
Yeah.
But in this school's history, before, since this has been created, no one has done it.
Wow. How does that feel? Like you're kind of like the first one. As this, I know that Bloomfield has gone through a lot of name changes in school when they were known as something else or something like that. But you're kind of the first to do it.
It's a good feeling to have. It's always good to accomplish a goal that you've had. So when it happened, it was a great feeling.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the biggest stories this year with Bloomfield Hills is that there was a coaching change. But obviously, everybody knows Coach Canfield. Of course, you've also played with Mason, his son, who of course is at Concordia. What was that like? From the transition from Phil to Coach Canfield.
Hold on. My bad, my computer glitched.
Good.
It was for me, it was an easy transition. I've known Coach Canfield through Mason for 2 years before this, so it was a pretty easy transition. Then he coached us last year, was an assistant under Phil, so I already kind of knew how he coached and stuff like that. So for me, it was an easy transition. He just told me to help lead the team to make it easy for the team. So that's what I've been doing so far. And yeah.
Do you feel like you're doing that? Because obviously, great players can be also great leaders. So how do you feel like you've done in that aspect of in the leadership role that you've kind of been
in? I think so far it's been good. I've been trying to keep the team positive and energetic every practice, and just to focus a lot, because there's a lot of teaching points as we're going through a new system. So as long as we stay focused and positive energy, I think we can have a great season.
You beat some pretty good teams so far. You and beat also scoring 1,000, hitting the 1,000-point mark. You also beat a pretty good Plymouth team. What was that like? What was that like playing them?
We knew coming in that they were going to be our hardest matchup so far, as coach was telling us. So we just had to stick to our game plan, and we ended up doing that and won the game.
So I know that there are harder opponents yet to come. Kind of preview what Bloomfield Hills has planned for the rest of the year, like in the game there in your next few games.
Hmm. Um, so after break, so January, we start league play, which that's probably those are usually our hardest games of the year when we go play leagues. Um, when we go play leagues, and then I mean we're in a really hard district, so when our district comes, it's always a very very big challenge.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, I mean league play really and district. That's probably when we play our hardest games.
Right. Do you have any games before the holiday break or during the holiday break?
We play one. We're going up to Traverse City this Friday.
Nice.
Um, Tuesday, we're playing at home versus Walled Lake Central, I think. And then we're in two tournaments over break. So we're playing two teams.
Nice. All right. Well, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Um, okay. Who was the player that you looked up to growing up?
Probably Kobe. He's always my favorite player. Always played in his shoes. So
Yeah, of course I can say you got the Kobe jersey in the background there.
yeah.
Um, so what's do you have any basketball superstitions?
Um, I I used to have something where like if I shot before a game, I wouldn't shoot well in the game. So I used to never shoot before my games when I was younger.
Yeah. What's your like go-to place for food?
Probably Chipotle or tropical smoothie.
Okay. Um, Hardest subject in school for you?
Um, Science.
Okay. What's a TV or streaming show you're really into right now?
Um, House of Dragon.
Okay. And lastly, what is something people might not know about you?
Um, huge dog guy. Not a big
Nice.
fan of cats.
Nice. How many pets do you have?
Just one dog, but yeah.
All right. All right. Well, Noah, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you so much.